Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Another great day today, as I'll say here in just a little bit here, but this introduction is wild. We have politics on there, and then I was going on to Bitcoin, talk about some Bitcoin. Got some very, very great news that just happened here. Yeah, we're making history right now, making history. So, gotta keep your prayers open for the president. Help him out. Nothing more powerful than prayer. And it doesn't look good for him right now. That's when God does his best, though. So, yeah, send some prayers his way, to the people, keep them safe. You know, they're not into riots or anything like that Black Lives Matter. So they're not going to pick up those bricks that have been stationed out there on the street and start using them. They're not going to do that. Somebody uses that, that's some other people coming in. Also, when you go to the gas station, there's those propane tanks and those big cages. They've been placed on the streets around the Capitol building. What is that? I don't know what that's about, but I'm just hoping and praying that nobody gets hurt. This isn't about hurting people. It's about keeping our freedom. And it may come to that later on down the road, but not today. Not today. But we needed to have our presence there at the Capitol building. So, if not the Capitol building, go down to your local courthouse, show your support. It's all over the place, all over the United States. Patriots are standing up. Don't take our liberties away. So a lot of things have happened. The Constitution has been treaded on. U.S. at the national level, and the constitutions of the states have been treaded on as well with these votes that are going against what the state's constitution is as well. So state and federal, this is just wrong. So what are we going to do about this? So what we need to do is show your support. Contact your congressman, send them emails, give them phone calls, show them where you stand. Hello everybody out there. This is a great day today. Beautiful weather, great things going on. Negative, positive. Know that God's on our side. I tell you what, it looks kind of dismal right now. What's Pence gonna do? Is he gonna choose the certified electors, or is he gonna choose the alternate electors? So that is a choice. Or is he gonna pick both and then they'll nullify one another? Those are the choices from the leader of the Senate right now. That Pence is the leader, and he, on this day, the vice president, picks those. It has happened a couple times in history, from my understanding. Look it up for yourself. Don't believe anything I say. Go look it up. I have done a little bit of research on this. So what I am believing that's going to happen here is, so how it's supposed to happen is Pence, the leader of the Senate, pulls out the votes and he counts the votes. Now, he can pick the certified electors that have been sent up by the states. Even those 7 states that are in question for their voting practices, that are going against their own constitution. That would be unconstitutional, wouldn't it? If you're not following your constitution or the Constitution of the United States, that's 2 constitutions you're not following. So, would that not be illegal? I think so. So anyway, for example, let's take a state and they send up their certified electors. So in that there will be a count of 6 electors. And so Pence could choose that. Also, those same 7 states have also sent up their other electors, which none of the other states have done. For good reason. They believe that they're doing their votes constitutional. But these states here don't believe that. So they sent up their alternate electors and sent in their votes. So there's going to be 2 votes for those 7 states, 2 envelopes. Pence has a choice of reading certified ones and the uncertified ones. You know, so what's he going to do? So here's some options that can happen after that. Either way he goes, almost guaranteed, what'll happen is all it takes is a senator and a congressman from either party to say that they don't go for that. They don't like it. So they dispute it. And so then it will go to the House for a vote. And each state gets 1 vote then. And right now, there are 34 Republican states. So that would say that Trump would be elected again. Is that the way it's going to happen? Don't know. Because there's a lot of lawyers out there saying that it could happen some different ways. So, well, we'll have to see. You know, I'm getting a lot of feedback from a lot of those channels I watch. And I watch all of them from all different sides. Do I watch CNN? You bet I do. And so I watch all different stations. And so I heard this morning on several different people talking this is exactly what's going on. So they're doing, it's supposed to go like this because something else is going to be coming up here. Now there is a long shot that could happen, and that is a few years ago Trump put an executive order in place that said if there's foreign involvement in our voting systems, that he could have those machines collected up. He could order the military or the FBI. I don't know if he trusts them so much anymore, but definitely the military. He could send the military in to collect up these machines and have them have all the information swiped on them and see what's going on with these things. So it did happen again. A whole bunch of votes added into the voting system down in Georgia last night. It was watched, it was observed. People seen it. Democrats are saying, hey, there's no voter fraud. Wow, can't believe this. And I heard Mitch McConnell today, he said, there is no voter fraud. Why would he say no voter fraud? Because even every year that I've been alive, they've said there is some voter fraud every time, but he said there is no fraud this year. So that's a point of contention right there. So there's some things going on that we just don't see, or just don't see right now. So several different things could happen. That could happen. Yeah, I think I have to look at all the options. And one of those is that, let's say Biden gets in office, okay? Many people are saying he won't last, okay? Something will happen, whatever may happen, and he'll be taken out of office for one reason or another. So that's the way it's going to be right there. And then we'll have Kamala in there. So, yep, things will dramatically change right there. Okay, that's the political side right there. I think that's all the options that I'm pretty much seeing right there. There are some options on how Biden gets taken out of office, but Yep, that's just what I'm seeing. So we'll get into some Bitcoin now, talk about some of that. 1 second. Oh, break. You know what that means in the military? Hey, I got something important to say. Stop what you're doing and listen up. So what we have now is the Patriots have stormed the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. They didn't go into the building, they just stormed up to it. Capitol Police are on the outside, and they're just standing around there. They're not doing any arrests or anything because the Trumpsters are just standing around there showing their presence to the Senate and the Congress. So pretty interesting. All senators and congressmen have been taken to a bunker underneath the building. So is it because of the Patriots going up to the front door, past the barriers? Or is it because of Iran that said they're going to crash a plane into the Capitol building? So, don't know which, but either way, they've been taken to a safe location somewhere out of the Senate and the House. So, yeah, more to follow on that. So, I have some people call me if anything happens, so I may have to break here again, but I wanted to get you that piece of information. Definitely stay tuned. This is an exciting day. Yes, indeed. We can talk a little bit about Bitcoin now. So, price went over $35,000 for Bitcoin. I don't see it letting up much. We had a spike when it hit over 34,000, and then in the middle of the night, it dropped down and hit $27,000, and then came back up to about 32, sat there for a little bit, and now it's up to 35. It peaked at 35.7 so far. Some great opportunities there. And don't think it's dropping down for very long. I hear some people saying, oh, it's going to drop down to 8,000, 3,000, 16,000, all these other things. I don't think that's the case. This is the beginning of the run here. And how I can see that is supply and demand. Right now, the supply comes from the Bitcoin miners. And they produce about 900 Bitcoin a day, a little over 900. And so they're being bought at 3 times that rate, supply and demand. When that demand is higher than supply, Bitcoin price rises. I just seen that several more investors coming in, billionaires, they're putting in millions and millions and billions of dollars right now. One of them just bought over the last few days as much as they could buy through Coinbase. So I don't recommend that for anybody buying a lot through Coinbase. I mean, there's several other things here. Go through Voyager. If you see the link down below, it's a Voyager app, and go ahead and use that. You get an extra $25 they'll give you for using that link down there. So just scroll down right below this video, right down there, bottom there. Scroll down and you'll see Voyager, and it'll say something about $25. Go ahead and do that. There's no fees from when you hook it up to your bank, and then you transfer that into Voyager, and then you convert it into Bitcoin or several other different coins that are available on Voyager. So it's a great opportunity. So back to Coinbase. It's all right to transfer through there, but there are some fees to it unless you use Coinbase Pro. But there's some tricks to the whole situation. And Bitcoin isn't perfectly easy to do, but one thing, if you put it into Bitcoin, that you wonder, well, how do I get it out? Well, the fastest way is, I'm pulling out my wallet right now. Some of the fastest way is using something like this here, BitPay card. See that one there? See, you can transfer that Bitcoin right onto your Bitcoin card, and you can take this to any store, whatever you want to do, whatever you use a credit card to spend, grocery store, buy a car, buy an airplane, whatever you want to do. Sorry about that tip in there, working with my wallet there. So there's a couple other cards out there. BitPay is a pretty good one. Here's another one. Let me get my fingers across it here, but you can kind of see the outside of it here. It's called the block card. That's another card that you can get out there, and you can spend it wherever you want to. So that's a fast way to get it out of Bitcoin. Do realize, you know, if you made some money on Bitcoin, there may be some capital gains on that. So the same rules apply once you convert it back to dollars, that you have to pay your taxes and your capital gains on that. So be conscientious of that. So let's see, Bitcoin, yeah, been doing real good. Those recommended sources that are coins that I tell you about right now, let's see, what did I recommend? Celsius, still a good one. I think it's so early for Celsius right now. I think it's gonna just keep on climbing right there. It's got the owner of the company, he's also known for doing some great things for the world. He heard voice, or VoIP, that's voice over IP, so basically voice over internet protocol. So basically you can talk over the internet. So if you go overseas with your regular phone or things like that and you talk over Wi-Fi, you're using his systems right there. He invented that. So he's not new to technology. Smart dude, very smart. Maybe I'll reach out to him one of these days and get an interview with him. Smart dude. And the other one is Sapphire. Now it's a long shot there. Kind of have to work it to get in. You have to go into, there's some exchanges out there, a little bit smaller exchanges. So you put your money in there, do your transaction, you get out. But Sapphire, you can get that at a couple different locations. One of the ones that I recommend is through, this is just one, and so you can go into the Flits app, F-L-I-T-S, Flits, and you can actually put Bitcoin into that and transfer it over to Sapphire and run a master node that way. Pretty easy, just push a button, that's all it's to it. There's lots of YouTube videos out there on it. Maybe I'll do one if you write it down in the notes, down in the section in the comments below. I'll do a video on how to do that. Another easy way to do it, and this is probably the best way for simplicity, is you can take your Bitcoin and transfer it over to Midas.investments. So that's a real good way to do it. You put it in there, put in Bitcoin, and you just buy Sapphire, S-A-P-P. It's about 120% right now, ROI. And so if you get a little bit of money in there, you can check out your daily profitability on that. But always remember, take some profits. So that's about all I got right now while we're doing our walk today. And you guys pay attention to them politics. A lot of stuff going on. Get the TV on. If you don't see that CNN has some stuff on there like about the politics, what's going on in Washington D.C., or you hear some contradictory things, get 2 iPads out. Do what you have to do. Get one on your phone and listen to a decent channel like Newsmax or OAN or NTD. I mean, there's lots of them out there that are just You know, they're reporters like they used to be. So pay attention today. See what's going on. See if what I said is true. Watch that system out there and stand up. Say a prayer. So I want to say hey to my wife. Love you. And right now for all my other viewers out there, lockjaw, and I'm out.